A square pyramid of side of base 40 mm and height 60 mm is resting upon its base on HP, keeping the base edges equally inclined to VP. The pyramid is cut by a section plane 30° inclined to HP and passing through the midpoint of the axis. Draw the isometric view of the pyramid showing the section. So showing the section means you have to show the sectioned surface in the isometric view also. So here we are having a square pyramid. So it is resting on the horizontal plane on its base with its base edges equally inclined to VP. So here if you notice AB and BC. So these two base edges, they are equally inclined to the XY line. That means it is equally inclined to VP. So this equal inclination is 45 degrees. And I have drawn the symbol front view and symbol top view using type B lines because this is a problem involving sectioning process. So after drawing the front view and top view, the next procedure is location of the section plane, where the section plane is located. Here the section plane is inclined 30° to HP. So inclination is with respect to HP. Any inclination that is mentioned with respect to HP will be visible only in the front view. So we have to locate the section plane in the front view, and the section plane is bisecting the axis, that it is passing through the midpoint of the axis. So here we are having axis P dash O dash. Totally this height is 60 mm. So to the middle of this axis, that is to approximately at an height of 30 mm, the section plane is passing through this solid. So let us find where is 30 mm located on this axis and draw a reference line at that particular point. So let us mark an angle of 30 degrees with respect to this reference line using our protractor. So here we will be having 4 meeting points of the section plane with the various edges of the solid, which are P dash A dash, P dash B dash, P dash C dash and P dash D dash. So we shall mark those meeting points as 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, and we'll be having one more meeting point on the other side with respect to P dash B dash. We shall mark it as 4 dash. Now we shall transfer 2 dash 4 dash to the top view along with 1 dash and 3 dash. So this procedures we have to learn it from the section of solids from the previous problem. From the previous module. So in order to transfer 2 and 4, we have to extend it up to a true length slanting edge. So here P dash C dash, PC is a straight line that is parallel to the XY line. So PC will be having true length in its front view, which is P dash C dash. So we are extending 2, 4 up to a true length slanting edge. We are just dropping it up to PC from this point. So please notice that this is not point 3. This is the point that is corresponding to this drop point. Actually point 3 is here. So after getting this point, which is dropped from this true length landing edge, we will be rotating it to either sides to get 2 and 4. Now we shall connect 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1 and has the inside region. Now we shall mark the remaining edges in the front view and top view. Please go through the procedures that are mentioned in the Module 3, Section and Development of Solids. Now we are going to enclose the base, that is ABCDA, in another lamina. So this will be the another lamina will be a square lamina. So we'll be enclosing the base only ABCDDA inside another square lamina. We shall mark this as already we are using 1, 2, 3, 4 in the front view for the sectioning process. We shall use this point as 5, 6, 7 and 8. So 5 dash and 8 dash will be visible in the front view, 6 dash and 7 dash will be invisible in the front view along the base. Now we shall draw the isometric of 5, 6, 7, 8 onto the right hand side. So please remember that this lamina 5, 6, 7, 8, it is a square lamina. So all the sides are equal in length. We shall take point 5 as the origin. So this is 0.5. 5 is visible in the front view. We shall take 0.5 as the origin. As mentioned earlier, as this section plane is inclined in this way, this section plane is closer to 5. So if you take 0.5 as the origin, definitely this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is our sectioned surface, will be visible in the isometric view. Along the y direction it is 0.6 and along the x direction it is 0.8. So this is 0.8 and this one will be 0.6 and this meeting point will be 0.7. We shall join it using thin lines. So we shall mark the centers of 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8 and 5, 8. So we don't have the exact measurement. We shall take it from the orthographic projection. So this measurement, this measurement, this measurement, everything will be the same. We shall take one among that. So we shall take this measurement. And now we shall mark points A, B, C, D along this base plane. So along 5, 6, 5, 6 it is A. Likewise here it is B, C and D. We shall join A, B, C, D using thin lines and A, B also using thin lines. Now we have to mark points 1, 2, 3, 4. Then only we will be able to construct the isometric view of this sectioned solid here. So we have to locate 1, 2, 3, 4. So how to locate 1, 2, 3, 4 in this? We are having a procedure here. So passing through one, let us draw a thin line here. So this thin line, it is starting from 6, 7 and ending at 5, 8. So you take this measurement in compass. So this measurement in compass, it is along 6, 7. So take So take this measurement in compass. So this is 6 7, so this is 6 7, cut it onto the right hand side, and the same measurement here, this one you can cut it along 5 8. So this is 5 8, and join these two arcs using a thin line, Likewise, connecting B and D, we are having a straight line here. We shall draw a straight line here. And connecting, so here we are having point 3. So passing, here we are having point, here this is not point 3, this one is point 3. So we shall draw a straight line here, thin line, starting from 6 7 and ending in 5 8. So we shall reconstruct the same line to the right hand side here with the help of compass. So this measurement and this measurement are the same. It is along 5 8. So join these two arcs. We shall mark 1 2 3 4 onto this isometric view now. So here 1 dash and the base, it is having a specific height. So along this line, let us mark the distance of 0.1 with respect to 5 8 or with respect to 6 7. Both of them are the same. So please take this measurement in compass. So this measurement in compass, and so this is from 5 8 to this 0.1 along this straight line. So let us mark it from this point along this straight line. So this is not 0.1. So this is a point on the base. So where is one located? One is located somewhere above from the base. So let us draw a thin line from this marking vertically upwards. So from this marking, let us draw a straight line, a thin line, and along this thin line, let us mark the distance of 1 dash with respect to the base. So you take this in compass, 1 dash with respect to the base in compass. This is a vertical height. So this vertical height, let us mark it on this line, and this point will be 0.1. So this is 0.1. Likewise, let us mark 0.2. So this is 0.2. From 0.2 to this line 5 8, we are having a specific distance along BD. So this is a line, there is a line connecting B and D. So let us take this measurement in compass, and along BD from point D, let us mark a point here. So remember that this is not 0.2. So from this point, we shall draw a vertical line. So we shall draw a vertical line from this particular point, and now we shall take the distance of 2 dash with respect to the base. So 2 dash with respect to the base with the help of compass, and using this measurement, we shall cut an arc here on this vertical line. So this point will be 0.2. Likewise, let us mark 0.3. So here we are having a line. So this line and this line are the same. Let us take the measurement of 3 with respect to 5 8. So 3 with respect to 5 8, we are taking it using compass, and the same measurement we are marking it along this line with respect to 5 8. With respect to 5 8, just cutting it on this line, and from this point, let us draw a vertical height. So let us initially draw a thin line here. Let us draw a thin line. And 3 dash with respect to the base. Let us take this vertical height in compass, 3 dash with respect to the base. And from this point, so it is along this line, we shall take a vertical height. So this meeting point will be 0.3. And the last point is point 4. So 4 is along a line. 4 is so we have drawn a line connecting B and D here. So let us take the measurement of B and 4 in the top view. B and 4 in the top view, and the same measurement, let us mark it onto the right hand side. So BD. So let us take this measurement. We shall mark a point here, and from this point we shall draw a vertical line. Now let us take the height of 4 with respect to the base with the help of compass. And from this point you can cut it on this vertical line. So this point will be point 4. Now connect 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1 using thick lines. Hatch the inside region using 45-degree hatching lines. They are thin lines. Now let us draw the outline of this isometric starting from AB. So AB is here, from B to 4, 4 to 3 it is already here, then from 3 to C, C to D and D to A using thick lines. So the outline is completed. So here we are having a line from B to C. So this is also an edge. So B and C, they are along the base plane. So if you are connecting these two lines, it is crossing a confirmed visible line here. So here we are having a visible line which is 1, 2 and 1, 4. So definitely when you join B and C, although they are on this 6, 7 and 7, 8. So B and C, if you are having 2 points B and C which are on the base plane on this side, if you connect B and C, this line also will be invisible here. So we have to represent it using dashed thick lines. Now let us draw the slanting edges. So here we are having A1. So here A1 will be visible because both 1 and A are visible. B4 is already here. 3C is here. So what about 2D? So this is 2D. In the front view we are having 2D. So 2D also will be visible here. So 2D is visible here. Now let us draw a small axis also here. So along the base let us draw. So already we are having D here. So let us take the distance of point O from point D using compass. So from point D, let us mark a small point here, and this point is point O. We don't have point P here because that region is sectioned off. Now let us join a line connecting 4 and 2. So join a line connecting 4 and 2 using a thin line. It is also a thin line, and starting from O and ending on this 4-2 line, let us draw an axis vertically upwards. So this is the isometric view of the sectioned square pyramid. Now we shall do the dimensioning process.